This is the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
About to bring gold back to Lawrence County.
Your home for the County of Champions.
And how sweet it is! A state gold medal for the Union Scotties!
And the Shannock Lancers are your 2A softball champions. The trophy lifted high.
The 10th seed Union Scotties are WPIAL champions.
Not a Cinderella story, a championship story here.
And your 2023 WPIAL 2A Girls Champions, the Shenango Wildcats.
The pitch from Bruce, here it comes. Look at this! Union wins it! The Union Scotties have rallied to win the WPIAL Championship.
The top local athletes and the top sports moments all featured here, live or archived at lcsportsnet.com.
Working down inside and alley-oop the young gun.
She'll strike it and score!
Featuring over 100 broadcasts of county events in over a dozen sports. Your voice for Lawrence County sports.
The gold ball headed home to Newcastle.
This is the Lawrence County SportsNet.
Live from the Nikai High Fieldhouse, it's high school basketball on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP. Tonight, it's the Butler Golden Tornado and the Newcastle Red Hurricane. Tonight's broadcast on the lcsportsnet.com is brought to you by Maley Chiropractic, MVP Insurance, Luxembourg, Garbutt, Kelly and George, Castle Asphalt, Castle Transit Authority, Moderna Bonner Law, Penn Ohio Bottled Water, Gem Builders Inc., Health in Motion Physical Therapy, Pontus Insurance, Doran Concrete, The Red Zone, Work in Progress, Something for Your Wall Photography, the Tri-County Principals, and by the Lawrence County Community Action Partnership. Hi again, everybody. I'm Tim Continental along with James Dodson, and we are back in familiar area here on courtside at the Nikai High Fieldhouse as we get ready for tonight's game in section play in 6A, and this should be a good one here, James, as the Golden Tornadoes come in at 8-1, 1-0 in section 1 play, and then of course the Canes come in at 9-2 overall and losing their opener in section play to North Allegheny 57-45.
Yeah, Tim, that's the tough one right there is you start on the road and right after New Year's, and now it's a short week. You lose one on the road, one that, I mean, in the end, you got to think you got to be able to win any section game, obviously, but this one, a big one on Wednesday because of the fact that we know what Butler is. Butler's going to be one of the top teams in all of WPIAL, one of the top teams in the state. Both these teams ranked for sure. We knew this one was going to be dangerous, but you would be, if you were Newcastle, you were hoping to be coming in and seeing a battle of 1-0 teams here tonight. Not the case, and with that short week, talk to Coach Blundo. You'll hear it yourself in the pregame show here. It's going to be about having to do extra film study, both figuring out the things that went wrong against North Allegheny, and then right at the same time go straight into figuring out what Butler's going to be bringing tonight. So tough scenario for sure for Newcastle, but it's also tough for Butler because they have short time to prepare coming into the Nikai High Fieldhouse. Never an easy task.
No, it is not. And it should be a great one here from the Nikai High Fieldhouse. And we're going to take our first time out of the pregame. You're watching LC Sportsnet, powered by LCAP.
For 20 years, Maley Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Maley Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $30 visit to the Maley Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapy is necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Maley Chiropractic keep you in the game.
For more than 120 years, people have been relying upon Martindale Hubbell's AV preeminent rating to select their attorneys. If you're involved in a workers' compensation situation, you should do the same. LGKGV rated for over 40 years.
Cold winds blowing, temperatures dropping, and snow is beginning to fall. And then your furnace goes out. LCAP's LIHEAT Crisis Program is here to help. If your furnace is blowing cold air, not turning on, or not reaching the desired temperature, help is right around the corner, whether it needs fixed or replaced. For information, call the Department of Healthy Homes at 724-656-0090. LCAP's Healthy Home programs are the key to safer living.
And welcome back here to the Newcastle Field House as we get ready for tonight's game between Butler and Newcastle. As we look at coming in tonight, Newcastle has 4 of the top 17 scorers in the county this year. Ralphie Blundo leading the way for Newcastle, averaging over 20 points per ball game at 20.5, and has scored 123 points coming into tonight's contest. Not a surprise there, James, seeing the development of Ralph and how he has become one of the prime shooters of this team.
Yeah, for sure, and obviously having another good shooter in Damian Harrison out there is really helping me. Those are the 2 of the top 3 three-point shooters in Lawrence County as well. Makes a big difference when you can't just
the prime shooters of this team.
Yeah, for sure, and obviously having another good shooter in Damian Harrison out there is really helping me. Those are the 2 of the top 3 three-point shooters in Lawrence County as well. Makes a big difference when you can't just focus on one player, but you'll hear Coach Blundo says definitely a lot of work still needing to be done of getting more inside work. They're shooting it great from the perimeter. It's the issue of getting more work inside the paint, and especially going for those offensive rebounds is what's been killing Newcastle, not getting nearly the second and third chance efforts that you're used to seeing from a Ralph Blundo-led team.
And speaking of Coach Blundo, he passed a milestone just in the previous game, winning number 323. Career. Yeah, that makes him, well, earlier on, the winningest coach in Newcastle history, 319 wins. That was against Hampton back before the holiday break. But how incredible is it that, you're talking about a coach, 84% win percentage all time. 84% all-time winning percentage. That is absolutely. Sounds ridiculous, don't it?
It is insane. He's also quickly becoming one of the longest-running head coaches. His 14th year. Only John Sarandria, Don Ross, and Phil Breidenbaugh, who had that former record of 318 wins. They're the only ones who have been coaching longer in their tenures at Newcastle. So he's not going to say much about it. He gives all credit, and as all good coaches do. To the players he's had around him and to the program that has been built.
And they've been together, the core of them, and the friendship that they have and what they bring to each and every game at both the junior high and the varsity level.
Yeah, and it is a program. It begins from the bottom up. That's, I think, what's most telling about this program, about any good, consistent program over the course of the years, Tim. And I think that's why they've done what they've done, but about those 324 wins. He wants 325.
Our 2-minute timeout. When we come back, James will have a conversation with Coach Ralph Blundo when we come back to the Nikai High Fieldhouse. You're watching LC SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Tired of gasoline costs? Why drive? Let the Newcastle Transit Authority take you where you want to go. Serving the city of Newcastle and stops throughout Lawrence County, as well as weekdays. Makes sense. Why drive when you can relax and ride? For more information or for route schedules, log on to newcastletransit.org. The Newcastle Transit Authority, going your way. And remember, senior citizens ride.
Castle Asphalt and Construction is driven to provide quality, cost-efficient pavement-related services to Western Pennsylvania. Every paving or construction service at Castle Asphalt begins with a thorough site inspection of the area to allow their team of professionals to become familiar with the unique conditions of your home or business. Once the site inspection is complete, Castle Asphalt provides you with a detailed plan of the design, cost, materials, and time of completion, so you know exactly what to expect. At castleasphalt.com to request a quote for your next project and make your dream design come to fruition. When injuries get you sidelined, don't trust just anyone to get you back on the field. Visit Health in Motion Physical Therapy in Shenango Township. They want to get you back to the top of your game as quickly as possible with certified orthopedic and manual therapies. At Health in Motion, you receive quality one-on-one time with a board-certified physical therapist. Get the next generation of physical therapy to help in your recovery. Health in Motion is the first PT clinic in Western Pennsylvania to use the Nuvie, the neurobioelectric stimulator, in their therapies. Their technologies can
Penn, Ohio offers bottled water ranging from 16.9-ounce bottles to 5-gallon jugs, perfect for your next event or office water cooler system. Also, don't forget to ask about their custom labeling options. Visit PennOhioBottledWater.com for more information and to get a quote on their delivery services. Whether it's at home, in the office, or on the sidelines, Penn, Ohio has you covered.
Back on the pregame show, under your belt. So far through the first 10 games.
Well, I think the starters, there's a lot of new pieces. I mean, it's different. We great kids and willing kids and willing players that are trying the best they can every single day in practice. It's been fun coaching them, and I think there's been some level of growth. We gotta win 6A section games. We lost our opener to North Allegheny, and we're playing a great team in Butler tonight. So.
With that loss on Wednesday, I mean, is it a good thing with the short turnaround, being that was a Wednesday, Friday setup after the New Year, or would you have rather had that extra day?
No, we needed an extra day. I mean, especially to get ready for Butler. No, very difficult. Yesterday's practice was difficult because you're coming off of a You know, a home or a road loss down at North Allegheny, you come home, you got to practice the next day, you got to get better at what you're doing, you have to prepare for Butler, you got to watch film on your game, you got to watch film on Butler, and it's just a lot for one day, especially a very youthful group. Not the ideal circumstance, no.
With any team, obviously it begins at point guard, and a freshman for the first time in your career and really in Newcastle history as a freshman point guard. Talk about Noriega's progression so far.
Yeah, Norris started a bunch of games early in the year. He's coming off the bench now, been bringing him to do, but he's getting better every day. And Kyrell's kind of assumed that duty as of right now, and he's doing a nice job.
3-pointers have obviously been a big part of the game with Ralphie and Damian Harrison, actually the top two in the count. Obviously, I think you'd like to see a little bit more balance in some inside game, but just talk about their roles as shooters so far.
Yeah, they've shot it well, but you're right. We do have to score around the rim more, and I think that we can. We just have to do a better job of getting touches down there. There's all kind of ways you can score around the rim, either by getting downhill with a drive, maybe some better post-ups, and also some offensive rebounds. So, yeah, we have to do better scoring inside the three-point line.
Talking with Coach Ralph Blunder with the Canes. Coach, Joe Sager's article coming out today from Newcastle News. All-time wins leader here at Newcastle in storied history. I mean, obviously I know that number doesn't mean things, but just talk about what that does mean, though, in terms of the program of what this has been the last 15 years.
Yeah, I think what I care about is the kids that I coach. I care about, the 200 kids that have come through this program or more. That I've been able to create relationships with, and that's been just incredible. I'm almost, hard to explain. It's been awesome. And of course, we're worried about winning, moving forward. But I'll say this, there are a lot of guys before me that did one heck of a job getting this thing started here at Newcastle, and I was able to pick it up and run with it. But a lot was established long before I got here.
Taking a look at the X's and O's tonight, Butler on tap, obviously a very good team, some prolific scorers. Just what's the main game plan to be able to take down the Twin?
You gotta players, both Division I players. I think that Little John wanted to play Division I. I believe he could. Definitely high Division II and possible Division I. And Carney will definitely be a Division I basketball player. I don't think there's any doubt about it. But they have other guys too. I mean, they have all the pieces. They're the most talented team in 6A. So we'll have to play a great game tonight to get this win.
Final question: what's on top of your board here for this evening?
We got to be total focus and fight. That's the biggest thing. I mean, because if you lose your focus for 1 second, they're making you pay. And you got to fight through the ups and downs of a game, and that's sometimes difficult for young kids. But there are going to be a bunch of them tonight, and we just got to keep chopping wood and keep mowing along and see where it takes us.
Best of luck, Coach. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
And we'll be back after this 60-second timeout. Newcastle hosting Butler, Class 6A Section 1 action here on Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Does your blueprint not match the vision of your building project? Not with Creative Edge Architecture. From concept to creation, Jeff Measle will help tackle the complex problem
they deserve.
Works in Progress Painting wishes a successful and satisfying season to all the Lawrence County sports teams and athletes. Work hard and bring honor to your team, school, and family in how you play. Joe Wright and his family have been providing painting, window cleaning, and other property services for business and homeowners in the Lawrence County area for over 10 years. Their goal on every project is to provide a meaningful service that honors their customer, God, and their family, and to have fun while doing it. Works in Progress is now booking interior painting projects for both residential and commercial projects. Call Joe today at 724-714-4294 to discuss your next project.
We would like to formally recognize Coach Blundo for his great accomplishment on becoming the Newcastle boys basketball all-time winning coach in school history. field, Coach Blundo surpassed the late Phil Breidenbaugh, becoming the all-time leader. Last year, he surpassed former Hurricane coach John Sarandria. Coach Breidenbaugh with 319 wins, whose record stood for 77 years. Coach Sarandria at 304 and Coach Blundo are the only coaches in school history with at least 300 wins. Currently, Coach Blundo is at 323 and counting. At this time, we'd like to give Coach Blundo a round of applause.
And we mentioned earlier in our pregame show, talking about Coach Blundo becoming the all-time winningest coach in boys basketball history here at Newcastle. And now we'll pause for our national anthem. As we get ready for the start of tonight's game, our starting lineup is brought to you by Doran Creek. Don't let just anybody lay the foundation for your home or business. Visit them online at DoranConcrete.com for your free estimate today.
So again, Kearney, Davis, Littlejohn, Lucas, and Welter for Butler, and for Newcastle, Harris, Blundo, Warren, and Young. Newcastle wearing white at home here at the Nika High Fieldhouse. Nika High across the chest. They're going right to left as you listen live or watching on the archive. And Butler in those road blues, the Golden Tornado, the Red Hurricane. Which colorful singular storm will come out victorious here tonight?
And tip is handled by Ralphie Blundo of the Red Hurricane as they make the trip down into the forecourt. They'll get it into the corner. They'll drive down the baseline, take it to the hole, and put it in for three by Correll Harris. So the first 2 points of the ball game belong to Correll.
Yeah, Kyrell Harris. Getting right to the rack, and that's exactly what Coach Blundo was talking about. Want to get working early.
As they get the ball back out, top of the key. Butler with the ball as they get it over to Little John. He'll take a deep three, front of the rim, no good. Rebound there by the Canes as bring it up is Harris. Harris with the ball dribbling down the lane, right side, stops and pops. Little 8-footer, shot no good. Rebound again for Butler as they bring the ball up with Little John. They'll go from the corner for three, shot taken, no good there by Lucas. And they'll bring the ball up court again here for the Canes with Harris. Harris will set up between the two circles.
Yeah, big collision there between. Blundo and one of the Butler players.
And they throw down into the blocks by Blundo, and it's going to be knocked away, but Canes recover and get the ball back. They work it outside to Harrison. Harrison works down into the blocks. He takes the shot off the glass, and good for his first 2 points of the game.
And you can see a very decisive effort and wanting to get these balls into the paint, and a good job backing his way in the entire time against the sophomore Kearney.
4-0 Canes with the lead. A jump shot from the outside by Carney's no good. Rebound by the Canes. They work it outside as Blundo for a three from the left wing. Shot no good. Rebound by Kearney for Butler as they bring the ball in the forecourt. Butler gives it back up to Little. John, they'll work it right side for a three. Good. And that is by Aiden Davis.
So 4 different players and 4 possessions take a three-pointer for Butler, and they finally get one to fall, and it's Aiden Davis, the senior, knocking it down.
4 threes our score as Canes will bring it down from the right side. Shot taken on the layup attempt there by Harris is no good. He'll get the rebound. They'll bring it back out. Give it over to Bundle. Blundo's shot from the top of the key, no good. Rebound for Butler. It's Little John as he brings the ball in the forecourt. He'll drive inside with a Euro step and takes it off the glass for 2.
Yeah, the little hesitation there as he got to the elbow. He kind of backed up for a half second, lulled the defense to sleep, and he's able to get that little move and get around Warren to get the right-handed layup.
Harris takes it right down the left-hand side. Shot taken. With the left hand, no good. Rebound there by the Canes. They'll get it back out. Top of the key, 3. Up and good by Harrison.
Yeah, there's a second chance. I've got a couple offensive rebounds already. First, Harrison able to clean up the mess.
7-5, Canes with the lead. They work it Down in the forecourt to Lucas, and he'll throw it underneath for Little John. He's going to be falling out of bounds and tries to save it, goes off the back of the backboard, goes out of bounds, and it'll go over to the Canes with 4:59 here to play, first period.
We're going to let you know that your officials tonight are Nick Carasone, Joey Tortorella, and Greg Hedgeland. Didn't get a chance to really talk works in progress keys to the game here, Tim, but I think the key pretty obvious from what Coach Blundo said and what we've seen in the first 3 minutes of play. Worked the ball inside. They got a couple early buckets, and that actually opened up that outside three from Harrison.
And it's going to be stolen away on the inbound pass as they take it to the hoop shot, taken no good there by Forbes. And they'll rebound by the Canes. Blundo on the move. He'll go coast to coast on the left side, put it in for two.
Yeah, good burst of speed, almost out of nowhere there from Ralphie, getting to the lane and putting it off the window, strong and in.
Butler with the ball in the forecourt. Little John dribbling, goes down the left side. He'll take the shot against Blundo. Shot no good. Rebound there by the Canes, Harrison.
Yeah, Blundo got away with a foul there. Got Little John pretty hard on the arm on the way up.
Harris with the ball. He'll give it back up as they'll work it over to Schaefer. He'll give it back over to Ralphie Blundo. Blundo dribbling. He'll stop. Pop for three. Short, and he'll go out of bounds. And I'll turn the ball over with 4 minutes here to play in the first quarter. 9-5, Canes with the lead. Kearney with the ball. He'll give it over to Little John as he'll walk it up the court. Little John with the ball. He'll hand it off to Kearney. Kearney drives into the lane, takes a shot, and he's going to get the charge. And that will be the first foul of the game. And that change of possession is brought to you there by Moderna Bonner Law. Harris with the ball in the forecourt. Harris drives into the lane. He'll get travel with the ball. Stopped his dribble at middle of the lane and then went forward. And in the process, stepped with his left foot and made the travel. 9-5, Canes with the lead. Little John as they work inside. And that ball going to be picking up a foul was the Canes. And that will send Little John to the line, shooting two here. First shot is up and good by Braylon Littlejohn. And he'll look to complete the pair here with 3:23 remaining here in the first quarter. Littlejohn shoots in front of the rim, no good. Rebound there by Blundo. As he'll walk the ball up here for the Canes. He'll go right side to Harris. Harris with the ball, drives into the lane, now pulls it back out, gives it over to Harrison. Off the glass and good for two.
I love that from Harrison. Going up high, using the 6'4 frame, getting in the lane. Tough shot. A lot would just try to go and make a little 8-footer and put it straight in. I love that he still used the window to his advantage. He's got 7 of the Canes' 11.
And from the corner, shot taken for 3 there by by Kearney. And that is good. Makes it 11-9. Canes with the lead. Pressure in the backcourt. Canes with the ball. They get it across the timeline. They bounce pass down inside to Harrison. Off the glass again. Good for 2. Breaking that press.
That was a fastball pass from Kyrell Harris. I don't know how on the bounce pass, too, Harrison was able to Might have some stick 'em. Go check him out there. Feels like baseball season. Go check the pitcher.
Kearney with the ball. He throws it back out. Gets it over to Forbes. Now back to Littlejohn. Littlejohn with the ball. Working inside the lane. Backs it down. Double team. Throw it back out for three. Up and good by Forbes.
And that's what.
Warren for Canes as they bring the ball back up into the lane, takes it to the right side. It's going to be knocked out of bounds and rejected there by Butler, and now will bring the ball back out. And Harris will throw it in. Harris, Warren, Harrison, Blundo, and throw it back inside, and we're going to get. Front of the rim, no good. Rebound there by Kearney. Butler on the move as they take it into the lane on a runner. Shot is up good by Donovan. Kearney. Again, pressured here by the Golden Tornado as they give it over to Blundo. He brings the ball to forecourt, gets it knocked away, picked up by Littlejohn. Littlejohn goes left side. They'll give it over to Kearney. He can't, tries for a jam, can't get it. And then picked up there by the Canes. Harrison on the move. Harrison to the hole, rolls it in. Nice English on that ball, off the glass and rim for two.
Yeah, hung on the rim just long enough and fell down in after the missed dunk on the other end. Less than a minute to play. Canes down by 8.
With the ball is Littlejohn as he dribbles, as Jackson will guard him. They're going to stay back and let's see if they engage. We're down to 40 seconds. Littlejohn watching the clock. We're down to 35. Seconds. They'll give it back outward to Donovan Kearney. Kearney just holding on the ball. We're down to 25 seconds. Seeing the Canes will engage. Right now, we're down to 16 seconds.
Yeah, Butler some confusion. Left as they go to engage.
As they give it over to Davis. Davis works it down in the corner. Gives it to Kearney. Kearney back to Littlejohn. Littlejohn works down to 3 seconds. John going to go down, and we're going to get a whistle, and we're going to get a blocking foul. I believe they're going to get this against Harris, but I want to make sure. No, Jackson.
Yeah, emphatically the official showing with the leg, with the trip. That's where the block happened. 1.1 on the clock, so they're going to have to go quickly here, and it's going to be Aiden Davis to trigger.
Gets it in, and that's going to do it. They're not going to get the shot off as Davis got the ball and took a dribble to his left, and the clock ran out. And we've played the first half here at the Nikkei High Fieldhouse as the Canes trail the Golden Tornado 32-24. We're going to take a timeout. When we come back, we'll start our LGKG halftime show. You're watching LC SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Right now, someone very special needs your help. This is Jack Lynn, CEO of City Rescue. One person's life can affect another. Though you may
up. Make sure you have sporting goods, to custom apparel, to embroidery, and more. The Red Zone has it all. Quality gear for all 8 schools in the County of Champions. Stop by and enter the Red Zone or visit them online at theredzonesports.com. Score big at the Red Zone.
I think the key to any attorney-client relationship is trust. My father told me a long time ago, the definition of personal integrity is really simple. Do what you say you're going to do. At LGKG, we've been doing that for over 80 years.
When it comes to shopping for insurance, there are thousands of options out there. MVP Insurance proactively shops and compares your policies to find the best coverage and rate. Josh Madure and David Verratti want to provide you with a level of personalized service that you know that you are the MVP of their agency. They simplify insurance so you can live stress-free. Visit one of the locations in Zingleople or in New Springfield, Ohio. Call.
We have fun.
LCAP Early Learning Centers is hiring. Help empower young minds in Lawrence County and become a superhero today. Apply at lcap.org.
At Madore Bonner Law, we're more than personal injury to estate planning, business law to family disputes. We are here to guide you through every client, but a valued member of our family. Give us a call or visit us online at madorebonnerlaw.com for more information.
Welcome back to our halftime show, the LGKG halftime show. Let the law firm with AV-rated attorneys and super lawyers guide you through the legal process. Luxembourg, Garbutt, Kelly and George, keeping promises for over 80 years. As we get into this, we are at halftime with Butler leading Newcastle 2-24. And a game where we've seen at the end of the first quarter, we were tied at 15. But then Butler was able to go on, I believe it was 11-2 quarter, and have taken control of this game and currently lead by 8 points here at halftime.